Hello, everyone. Happy to be back with another Young Indian, part of the Voice of the Young series. Right now, we have with us Sraya Ghosh. Let's listen to her. Over to you, Sraya.
Thank you, sir. First of all, I would like to thank you for choosing me and letting me one of the voices of your platform. I am Sraya Ghosh, and I have been born and brought up in the suburban of Kolkata. And so my schooling is from there only, and I have done my bachelor's from University of Calcutta, and currently I am the master's student in economics at the University of Calcutta. So I would like to share my journey from the very beginning. When I was in class four, as a little child, how I faced little difficulties. When I was in class four, class four is the milestone for me because I changed school during that time due to some family reasons. So when I went to this new convent, I found that the level of education or the quality of education is much more, which I had previously. So there I struggled a lot, and as the 8 year or 10 year old, I had a shortcoming, major shortcoming that I was not fluent in English. So how I learned speaking in English is that I used to observe my fellow mates that what they're saying and the corresponding action. And I used to link those two, and that's how I learned speaking in English over time. So that was how it went, and the classes were going well, but I couldn't make out everything that the teacher was saying. So there was some communication gap, and there were some friends who came to my help, but there were a lot more who there is something among the children like cornering or like that. So I faced these things a lot. And also from the perspective of the teachers, I think this is I'm speaking it over here openly. That is, there are many teachers in this school level who does so much of partiality among the students. I think they don't realize that how it sticks with the student, how it demotivates them, discourages them from what they are doing, and this is something that takes years, and this often shapes the future we are having. We behave differently. I think this acts as trauma actually, which shapes how we behave in the 20s. So this is my personal view actually, what I have seen over the years. So uh, and nowadays, when I think of those days, and I think that we were all like daughters. Why? How could someone do like this? So these were the negative experiences that I had. But I can also share some positive things. Like a coin always has two sides. So it since it was a convent, I what I am today, I can say that much of the credit goes there because it was there in my school that I learned to hard work, discipline. Discipline was incorporated into my veins, I think, and the determination also. Like the ambience that I have been from class 4 to class 10, that is boards. During that time, the environment I have grown up that has shaped what I think or what I aspire in future.
We had an internet glitch, but we are back. So please, Sraya, continue with what you were telling us about your school.
Yes, sir. So this was the positive side that I have grown up into, the person I have become today. So that's all for up to class 10. And then I moved to a government aided school. There I got amazing teachers who are very helpful, very much encouraging, cooperating. Like these two schools acted like the jigsaw puzzles that fits into one another. I didn't get that ambience obviously in a government aided school, but I got the other side. So that was all about my school life. And then I got admitted to a college in under Calcutta University, that is Ashutosh College. So I was said not to go out of the suburban area, but during that time I thought that I need to develop myself, I need to grow. I am not smart enough, so I need an overall development. I need that exposure. So I just got out and I got admitted. Like I was a bit stubborn in this case, so I did it like that. And I can say that yes, I have fallen, I have stumbled, but at the end, I have no regrets because I have learned a lot, many things, and this is essential. I think only bookish knowledge won't help, obviously. We need to know the outer world, we need to know how to deal with this outer world. And falling is okay, I think, but when you reach your bottom, that uh, teaches a lot more things in life, that shows how life can be harsh with you. So getting up from that bottom point is very essential. We need to have experiences on that. So that was my college life, and I did the academics quite well and good. And then came another challenge when I went from bachelor's to my master's. Yes, sir.
How did you choose your subject for bachelor's?
In my 11th and 12th grade, I mean higher secondary education, I had this combination of mathematics, economics, computer application, and geography, and the literature subject, that
Ah,
is English and Bengali.
back from another internet glitch, so please continue.
So I really liked economics during that time, although I must say that it was nothing as compared to economics, what it actually is. But I liked that subject. So I wanted to pursue higher studies on it. So that's why I have chosen economics. So after that, after my bachelor's, it was about the master's. So I wanted to get admitted in a big institute like DSC, ISI, or any of the IITs. So I asked a few people like, do I need any coaching? So I was answered that no, self-study will do. So I believed that, and it's my fault that I didn't go beyond it and didn't go think beyond it, and I took it as I was said. And I did self study and I appeared for a few exams like CUVT and the CDS, that is under JNU. But I could understand that I can't get into a good institute. Give after my exam was I have written my exam. So uh, and when I felt that I will not be getting anywhere where I desired, uh, that time, that 2 or 3 months after the end of my bachelor's, uh, it was very depressing and frustrating, I would say. So during that time, I took a coaching. I thought of dropping a year and then I will get into a good institute. I will take coaching and I will do it all things properly, which I had not done earlier. That was my mistake. So when I got into one of the coaching institutes, I understood that they take an amount of money, lump sum amount of money, I would say. But when I got into it, I realized that that money is for something. Like as a first comer or the first time I am appearing for that exam, I can't study like that. I think for every competitive exam, there is a certain strategy, a certain pattern of studying. For any competitive exam, we can't or we should not read every each and everything, so there is a pattern. So people who are teaching over the years, they know what in which pattern we should follow the question patterns, and even they say about the probable question, and it actually matches, I have seen. So I could understand. Then meanwhile this was continuing, this coaching was continuing, and I got a call from one of the central universities that is through that takes admission through CUET. So I went there having no options left, and then I did class for like 2 weeks, and but I felt that no, this is not my place. And then after some time, after the 2 weeks, I had got a counseling call from my own university, that is University of Calcutta. So I returned here, and I would say I would like to share this thing that as a bachelor student, I never wanted to pursue my masters from University of Calcutta. But when I went there, it was just a flip, just a flip. I have no regrets now. I can't complain about a single thing. I got so much opportunities, so much exposure. The faculties are amazing. I really have no complaint. And then and the most important thing, I learned to love econometrics. So now I'm specializing in econometrics, macroeconomics and labor economics. And further, I would say that we have the research project, research master's dissertation, which is so since our batch size is almost 200, so we have groups of 16 to 17 people each. So I am one of the leaders of one of the groups, so that cornered student of this school is now leading a group, like managing everything and communicating those literature reviews and all the works, So I'm doing all those things. And also I have cracked NET, though I think this is not much an achievement because I just cleared it when I was in my second semester. So I just cleared the third category. But when I have the pressure so much of the masters, and along with that, I have to I have to prepare for the whole. So it becomes a bit challenging. So it's like, okay, I have just done the third category, but uh, I will try for much more in future. So that's all for now. And further, I'm opting for PhD, so research work and all.
Okay, wonderful. You didn't touch on your personal side much. You turned on your academic side and all. Tell us a bit about your
Yes,
own self.
I'm very introvert and sensitive kind of person, and I had an emotional breakdown during the when I said that bachelor's to master's, that median phase. There I had a breakdown, and after that, when after getting into CU due to some personal reasons, I had a major breakdown from the month of February or like that. I was having severe panic attacks and anxiety attacks. With that, I had sat for the exams, and I will say that I got quite a good marks. I scored well. So that is it. And after that, I and the situation worsened so much that my mother, who always supports me, who never allows for any casual behavior in regards of studies, she told me that, will you be able to continue masters? I don't feel like that. I mean, the mental condition or mental health, emotional condition worsened so much that I was leaving everything.
Mm.
I lost my appetite. I couldn't concentrate in class. I was shivering in class like that when the lecture is going on. So I had these extremities, but with time I have come out of that. And for this, I will say that net cracking net, or just it is not much, I think, but I have cleared it at least in the third category. This acted as a positive thing or motivation for me, because during that time, this exam was in August last year, 2024. So during that time, I was everything having negative. I was failing in everything, I felt like. So suddenly, when the result came out in October, it was late during that scam and all. So this acted as my motivation, and then I started running positive actually. So this is what I remember for now.
Okay, so you've had let us say, a tumultuous life. So let us
Yes.
ask you, what tips do you have for younger people? Because they too might face some issues like you did, and you have come out of it as an econometrics lover, which is quite a credit, I must say. Most people run away from
Thank you, sir.
econometrics, they run away from econometrics. So I would call it a success. So, what tips do you have to young people who might have similar issues?
So before answering this question, I would like to say that since you told about econometrics, this is because of my professor. I am mentioning the name Professor Ponchanan Das. He is affiliated to our university, and it's all because of his way of teaching, way of communicating, the way he communicates the complex things, complex equational structures or the concepts, why this is happening, why this equational structure is of this form and not of the other form. These details, how he communicates, that made me fall in love with econometrics actually. And basically for him only, I got the guts, I got the courage to take econometrics as my specialization paper.
Okay.
So, coming to your question, I would always say that yes, there are, their life is full of like roller coaster, but just sometimes you just need to be hard on yourself and be like, I don't care about the emotional things, I just need to achieve my goal, because career is very important, very important. We can't ignore it, we can't like uh, keep it aside, like okay fine, I will do it later. No, this won't work. So whatever be your emotional state, just be strong on yourself, be hard on yourself, and try to come out of that and make it your escape. If someone can make the studies as the escape, or someone can be so tough that I will, whatever be my condition, I will not leave my studies, I will not miss my lectures. I did this, I followed this rigidly actually myself. I think it will take time, but it will work, I think. I mean,
Okay.
it worked for me. So
Okay.
for me, this was my escape actually.
So what is it that in terms of entertainment or things, food, anything that you particularly enjoy?
Yeah, yes, sir. Food. I love cooking, so I'm also a foodie, I must say. So there are times when I visit cafes and all, like for tasting different kinds of dishes. I like that, and also for my refreshment, I do cook when I have a bad mood or something like that. I do cook, and that fixes my mood. And otherwise, movies or singing, all
Singing.
these.
Singing what?
Yes.
What do you sing?
Uh, Actually, I have not learned, or I have not practiced like that since childhood. It's just like humming or like that.
Okay, all right. Wonderful. So any final thoughts that you have? Last word.
Uh, I would like to say that just focus on your career, whatever be your emotional state, whatever constraints you have, just ignore everything and focus on your career. It's very important nowadays to have an identity of your own, especially for women, if I say. So it's very, very important. Marriage and all in India, we have this thing. So that's not an achievement, or that's not even mandatory. But making your own identity, be self-dependent, that is very important in
Okay,
today's
all right.
world.
Okay, so thank you so much, Sraya. It was great to listen to you. As I say,
Thank
I'll
you,
say it
sir.
again, mental breakdowns perhaps were important, but somebody, no matter how good the teacher who can cope with econometrics is a success. In my book, as an economist, I can tell you that econometrics is tough. There's no, it's so
Yes,
abstract, so difficult a topic that, it's a great achievement. And I think you're looking to for a PhD or something. Best of luck with that. Okay. So let's
yes,
end it
sir.
here with this. I'll be
Yes,
back with another young person.
sir,
Go
sir,
ahead.
I have one thing to share.
Sure, please.
Yes, econometrics, for advanced econometrics classes, we do attend classes for 4 hours to 6 hours at a stretch.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I told
uh,
you it's a tough thing. It,
yes,
yeah.
for the last semester we had the time series, and for this semester we have panel analysis.
Yeah.
So, like attend, I think this is the toughest part, like the discipline, determination, and dedication for attending each and every class, and being alert for every second and every minute, because if I miss 1 minute, I will be not be able to cope up with the following things. So it's
Yeah.
really challenging, like 4 hours and 6 hours at a stretch.
Yeah, I think it gets you a good job, not because people expect you to use those techniques in your work, but because they know that you've been through this stuff. You
I
know,
wish,
tough.
but
Yeah,
people
very
will
good.
see how much skilled I am.
Well, it doesn't matter. The very fact that you had the guts to do it gets you a job. That look, you sat through those tough hours of very detailed and nuanced teaching and you made it.
Yes,
That
sir.
means something to your employer. They don't expect you to use those techniques directly in the work, but they say, fine, this is somebody who can handle herself, can handle adversity, and can come through it with whatever be the teacher. The teacher is there for everybody. All the students all don't have the guts to do it, right? Teachers not selected you.
Yes, sir.
You have taken the course and you have gone through it and you have lived through it, you have breathed through it, and you have dreamt about it. So congratulations and well done. So let's end it here. And
Thank
yeah,
you, sir.
I'll be back
Yes,
with
sir.
another young person or an expert. Bye.